Welcome to the Men Gym. We're here with another Technique Tuesday. This week I'm here with Chris, and we're going to go over a common flaw that we see with a lot of people's rowing technique. So I'm using Chris as our model today because he's a little more well built on the upper body. But what tends to happen with both people who are pretty strong through the upper body but also have some weakness in the upper body is an imbalance around their shoulders when they go to do a rowing exercise. So one of the things that we appreciate if Chris faces the other way is that a lot of people are pretty dominant and almost over dominant in the upper traps. So they go to do an upper body movement and they all of a sudden shrug up towards their ears. So say he's going to do a row, that arm goes up, he's pretty tight and over dominant with the upper trap. And in reality, when we do a row, we're not primarily trying to train the upper trap. We're trying to train the mid trap, a little bit of the low trap, and the rhomboids and some of these muscles that are a little bit lower, and serve to move the shoulder blade as well as not have that posture of shrugging up and overusing some of these structures on top of the shoulder. So as we set up for a row here, I'm going to have Chris grab onto these cables. And I'm going to have him do a couple reps where he's doing improper technique and shrugging up. And so go ahead and just do me a row and shrug up a little bit as you go. Good. You'll notice that he immediately defaults to that. And a lot of times that's because that's just where he's stronger, or that's just a little bit of a movement compensation. So to correct this, to cue it, I'm going to have him reset. And we want to have the shoulders start a little forward so you can roll them a little bit. And then I'm going to have him retract and say, let's use this right here, the mid traps, to pull back as you row and relax up here. So go ahead and give me a row like that. Good, much better. And reaching forward and back. So pulling here and back out. So you see he's still a little dominant up here, and again, probably a little bit over strong in the upper traps, but he's using a lot better mid trap and low trap. So that's a great one to work on and to watch for in your rowing technique, whether it's a single arm row, a double arm row, a dumbbell row, or any kind of rowing technique. So we keep the shoulders much happier when we're using the mid traps, the low traps, as well as some of those lower muscles, and not just using the upper traps to do a row. So keep that in mind, and we'll be back with more Technique Tuesdays soon.